a really attractive, glistening example of a card which, in our opinion, remains one of the most undervalued issues in the entire market. Right after the 33 Goudey Ruths, we feel these 34 Goudey Lou Gehrigs are the most iconic brands from all the 1930s, and they're on the short list of must-own pre-war cards. This offered example, an SGC-7, it's about as clean and fresh as you're ever going to find for the issue. They just don't come looking like this very often. We have about a 5 or at most 10-point centering shift, right to left. Top is, near perfect. So, maybe a 60-40 overall centering display, but then you have surfaces and corners which are almost uncirculated. Really evenly toned throughout. The corners are all uniformly square. There's a little bit of extra wear to these bottom two. But there's attributes of this card that look better than near mint. And, frankly, a lot of the near mint assessed copies, they just don't look this good. This one has attributes which we think are a little bit better. We've given it our above average designation. That's just us saying we think that if you had 10 sevens, this would be one of the 3 that you would pick. It's just a very pretty card, very uniformly conditioned. I think the oxidation that often happens on these Goudey cards causes darkening and discoloration around the periphery. This one is about as uniformly toned and clean as it gets. Just light corner wear to the extreme tips is all that's really keeping the card from grading higher. Even the centering, I think the card could have graded an 8, just with a little less corner wear. So really a beautiful example. These bottom 2 corners show the most wear. They're still very square, but there's just little bits of paper loss to the extreme tips. These top 2 corners are, I would say, conservatively, 7.5 or 8 quality. Little touch to that corner. Similar story from the back, just very light wear to the extreme corner tips. And again, no staining or oxidation or discoloration to speak of. So all told, it's got that look and feel that I think we're always looking for in those high grade examples. This card really pops. It's bright and it's beautiful, and very hard to improve upon. So we wish everyone the best of luck, and definitely something not to overlook.